Now, over 2,500 food parcels are given out each week in Liverpool, and an organisation that helps with supplies is Feeding Liverpool. They want to make sure people have good food when they most need it. And so they're launching their Winter Boost campaign, which sees emergency food parcels have fresh fruits and vegetables added to them. Well, Antonia Parry is project coordinator from Feeding Liverpool. I'm pleased to say is with me in the studio now. Morning, Antonia.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us this morning.
No, thanks for having me.
So how busy has Feeding Liverpool been over the summer?
Really busy. As the City's Food Alliance, we've continued to work with our network, connecting them and equipping them with the resources necessary in our shared goal towards good food for everyone across the city. We've been really busy distributing the Household Support Fund 7, funding that goes towards community and emergency food spaces across the city. Getting that funding to ensure that projects that alleviate food poverty are enabled to continue for future. We've held Liverpool's first Good Food Summit, brought together over 80 organisations from across the city.
Wow.
To network and to spark discussions about how we can make the city's food system more sustainable and equal. And we've also recruited and onboarded 2 new members of staff as well.
Okay.
A policy lead and a food enterprise coordinator, pushing the organisations into new avenues of work. So that's been really exciting as well.
You mentioned organisations there, Antonia. What organisations or other organisations in Liverpool do you work with to help with getting the fresh food to people who need it?
Well, it's local businesses, so that's kind of where the new role comes in, working with them. We also work pretty closely with the City Council as well, public health, in making sure that policies are in place to ensure that we're alleviating those systemic issues as well. Yeah.
We talk about food pantries, super food banks all the time on the breakfast show. And I just, from your opinion, over the past maybe 2-3 years, how bad has it got? How much more are people using these food pantries? So
we know that people across the city continue to struggle to access good food, which isn't right. The school holidays recently over summer, we know are a real pinch point for families, especially those who are in receipt of free school meals. You know, they're having to try and supplement their child's lunch.
We spoke about that a lot actually on the breakfast show. Those 6 weeks when the kids aren't in school, and then all of a sudden the parents have to find the money to buy that food. Yeah,
and then obviously rising costs as well. So they're having to meet energy bills going up, water. So, our community network does a great job of meeting that demand across the city, but we have definitely seen a demand, whether that's for a food bank or people going to community meals or going to affordable food clubs. And at the same time as that's happening, donations are going down. Surplus food redistribution is being harder to secure, funding's tightening. Organisations are having to top up their own food provision out of their own money, which is putting financial pressure on them, stretching their limited capacity as well. So we work alongside these organisations. These are systemic issues that we're trying to combat. But we have our community food spaces map as well, which we direct people to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a map that features all the community and emergency food spaces across the city and where they can access help.
That's really important, isn't it? So that they've got that information. Then they come to food families. They've got that information to then either tell their family and friends if there's a place that's closer to them where they can access. We say food often a lot, but we're focusing, aren't we, on fresh food here and fresh vegetables. So how important is it that we get this fresh food and these fresh vegetables to people who can't afford it? Yeah, it's really important. We believe that everyone should be able to access healthy, nutritious food really easily. But recent research has shown that healthy food, fruit and vegetables, are almost twice as expensive as unhealthy food, calorie per calorie. That over the last 2 years, the price of healthy food has increased at twice the rate of less healthy food. So it's no surprise that people who are on low incomes, they're also likely to have diets that are high in sugar, saturated fat. They're twice as likely as others to have a greater risk of diet-related illnesses as well. So it's a real issue. And then obviously as we're going into the winter months as well, household budgets are stretched even further. Ofgem just last month announced that energy bills are due to rise more than expected ahead of the winter months. So I suppose that's where the
Winter Boost project.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you about the Winter Boost campaign and how it works, because obviously going into the winter, it's difficult times. People are using their heating more, so they might be spending, it's the whole heat or eat.
That's exactly the term we use
right,
as well.
Okay.
Yeah, people are having to choose whether to put the heat on or to put food on the table. That's a real issue that people are facing, especially as we go into the winter.
Yeah, so this campaign then, the boosting campaign of the winter, as it were, how does it work?
So, we're knowing that a lot of people now, as we go into winter, are relying on food banks. Over 2,700 parcels are given out each week in Liverpool. So, we wanted to meet people, ensure that they have food at points of crisis, which is why we've launched the Winter Boost campaign. So it started in 2020. We worked with some of the largest emergency food providers in Liverpool to boost, as such, their emergency food parcels with fresh fruit and veg over the winter months, so from December to March. Standard food parcels often lack the fresh fruit needed for a healthy diet. So that's where the project came in, to increase that quantity and to ensure that, people are getting their proper vitamin and mineral intake. So last year we partnered with 6 organisations and we managed to boost over 14,000 emergency food parcels over the winter months, supported over 9,000 people, 4,000 of which were children.
That's phenomenal. Wow.
Yeah. So this year we want to achieve even more.
Yeah.
We're partnering with the same 6 organisations and we're raising funds so they can buy fresh fruit and veg and supplement their emergency food parcels with that.
Well, let's see if we can help you along the way. How do people get in touch with Feeding Liverpool if they do want to either donate the food or perhaps they might need support themselves, actually?
Yeah, so we've created the Winter Boost Appeal, which people can donate directly to. That's going live today, actually launching later on today. So people can donate directly to that, and then that money will go directly to organisations. We've created lots of resources on the website where people can find help, download posters, things that can go on social media, help get the word out and promote it if they want to do that. We've suggested for organisations and businesses to perhaps fundraise for us. We've worked with Matalan, Liverpool, in the past. They did like a raffle and then donated everything that they raised from that towards us. Yeah. We're really open to working in with businesses across the city. People can put or are put in like a donation option on their bill, or if they're selling a specific product over the winter months, they can put like a little donation on, so they sell so many and then that money will come directly towards us. So there's lots of ways for people to get involved. Our goal is to raise about £10,000 in donation, and every £5 will go towards ensuring that one household will have enough fruit and veg in their food bank parcels to support them.
Brilliant. Fresh fruit and fresh veg. Like you were mentioning, they're expensive, but here at Liverpool, we're going to try and do our best to make sure that all families have access, and they should do, shouldn't they, to have fresh food and fresh veg. Antonia Parry, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you so much
and good luck, and keep in touch with us, won't you, and let us know how you're getting on.
Thank you so much.
Antonia Parry there, project coordinator from Feeding Liverpool.